Alright. Are we gonna work today? Or are we going to have problems again? Let's see. It's been real annoying, the internet screwing up during the starts of my last... Okay, it says I'm live. Okay, maybe we're good. Maybe. Alright, I think we're okay for the moment. Things are acting a little squirrely. Okay. Well, I'm just going to operate under the assumption everything's working until it suddenly isn't. Yes, that is what I will do. Alright, sure. I've been trying to get to the end of this egg situation. Currently, we did research. Alright, check this out. I did this whole tree, basically. The only part I ignored was this part over here. We have reduction in the costs of producing various things, a bonus of 15% extra spheres and ammo. So ammo and ammo, basically. As well as the boost to actual crafting speed, but I'm much more excited about this. I consider this to be the most important part. After that, we had already maxed out the expedition bonuses. I do want to get the oil and the mining and all the other things, but I specifically went down the eggs. There's really nothing else in here, like, okay, this one. I need to get kindling next. Yeah, there's the other egg. Yeah, kindling is next up. And I have it set to water at the moment because this. I think this is when I put a pile of rocks in asking for paldium fragments. Stuff like that. I think that's what this is. It would make sense since it's in water. Hey there, how's it going, Hannah? I mean, not that the crops wouldn't be bad as well, but yeah. So water seems good. Fire, I should do fire. That will be really quick with the 3 Suzakus. And we should get the additional egg stuff. Unfortunately, flame organs. I actually can't believe how many of those things I use. I use so many of them making fiber optics, making thermal cores and other things. And I've bought loads of them twice. And I just don't have enough. Actually, on that note... Oh yeah, one other thing. When this finishes later, we're going to come up with the first 8. I want to stop them when I've got about 8. I guess I should stop them now. Yeah, I should stop you now. Hey! Go do anything else. Alright. The reason for that is these are the cakes that are extremely precious and hard to make because they're made out of mammoths. And I processed a crap ton of mammoths and only was able to make a handful. So, whoops. So, these here, I need to see if they hatch into anything better. I need to get 2 perfect Sekhmets that I can breed together. The male one is really hard. They seem to almost never be male. Also, because I actually ran out of space in here, not only did I process the mammoths again, next time I'm going to try regular mammoths instead of frost ones and see if that produces more meat as opposed to other stuff. Anyway, but I also I made 3 5-star Sekhmets. That's how many Sekhmets I had. So I've got them working. I've got them working over in the mines over here. I think there's not much else to talk about. I think we're ready to go check out the bottom of Faybreak. Unless... Oh yeah, I decided to go on tour and try all of the different dungeons one at a time, just because. It's funny, because the lowest level dungeon, I only needed to send in like 3 guys to absolutely maximize it. Alright, here's the fish we set up last time. Ah! This might be the new one we didn't have before. A fire whale. Okay, that's one of the 3. There's still 2 more. It's going to take me a long time to fill this all out. Whatever. We got a fire whale. Let's go take a look at it, and then, I am still using these at the hold on a second. I guess I don't have one. I am still using these at the moment, but I think this might be the last batch I do that with. As I get the egg speed boost from the tech, I think it's actually, yeah, I don't think those will be necessary anymore. Oh, shoot, I forgot something. I forgot half the catch. Ooh, it gave me an ancient civ core. What drops an ancient civ core? Or an ancient sphere, too. Something I caught is dropping really good stuff. So that means something from that list, maybe the whale? Something from that list is found in the world tree. It's got to be the fire whale, right? Alright, let's go looking. Hold on a second. There are 3 different fire water creatures? Kind of assumed the whale would have been the 4. Would have been 1 too, but where is it? Alright, I'll take the water off. It's an Ignis. It's got to be fire. There it is. Oh, it is water. Oh, no, it's ice fire. Oh! That is an unusual combination. When fishing minigame begins, the capture gauge is 7% higher than usual. You know what? That's pretty useful. Because that thing is a pain. I'll just put that over here in my barrel of useful things. That is interesting. That is interesting. I know there was one that did the same thing, but 5% somewhere. Though I can't remember who. It wasn't the regular whale, was it? It couldn't be. Could it? No, I don't think so. Right? Oh, it was the regular whale. Huh. How about that? So, if I put the 2 together, that should be a 13% boost. Certainly couldn't help. Then he used that deluxe super bait. It might work. It might just work. Alright, one other thing I wanted to try. I do have some ideas for fighting these things that we'll engage with a little later. But for now, we didn't get to do this yesterday, and I really wanted to. So I want to try this one, the Celestial Sigil. I got these from the Terraria thing, and I've always meant to pull them out and use them. Oh, also I found a really good way to level up my low-level critters. Yeah, I'm going to eventually turn this first box into stuff to fight the bosses with. Eventually. actually know what I'm going to be up against here. So I'm just kind of throwing out anything that's got some levels. Actually, the slimes are really bad. I shouldn't use the slimes. The slimes are stupid. Alright, so this has got to be a Terraria thing, and it might even lead to summoning another boss after it, maybe. It might drop, you know, it might be a whole thing. Each of these costs 100 ingots to summon, by the way. You know, flying types are pretty good, because the enemy has a harder time hitting them. Alright, this is a pretty big army of middling critters. Okay. Then finally, Moon Lord. I don't know what this is. Whoa. Is this a Terraria enemy? It's gotta be, right? Oh, I have to hit the eye. Oh, crap. I have to specifically hit the eye? Oh, no wonder my mons aren't doing anything. And he closes it, too! His hands. We need more good range. So he's shooting eyeballs. Is this the thing that the Eye of Cthulhu comes from? Does he make all the floating eyes in Terraria? We're losing badly. I don't think this is very likely. Okay, healing provided. Yeah, okay, this is gonna require some more setup. Have I hit him even once with this? Yes, I am. What's the damage? We're just being worn down here. Each of these has its own health bar, meaning I'm gonna have to target the hands. I'm just wasting ammo. I'm not gonna win this, and I know it. Oh. Yes, this is gonna require stuff that can do long-range shooting. Yeah, get out of here. That was way more overwhelming than I expected it to be. I was expecting, I don't know, not that. So, yeah, so my thoughts are, in the future, what I'm going to do for those is I'm going to build a bunch of stuff there. I'm going to bring a ton of material, and I'm literally just going to run around. Either I'm going to run around the arena and set up a bunch of defenses, or I'm going to wait until I'm ready to disassemble this base and rebuild it somewhere else, and I'll build one hell of a defensive base. Oh look, a meteor's falling. I'll build one hell of a defensive base as part of this. Okay. Stow it all. You can have those two. One super pal sphere. Just one, but it is pretty super. Alright. Artisan, serious, remarkable craftsman. 3 out of 4 again. I keep getting the 3 out of 4. Well. Okay, these are my bestest eggs. First batch. I just need preferably a male one that's perfect, that I can use for breeding. Ideally. I'm still holding one, that's fine. Only 20 minutes. Oh, that's so slow. I should put more water types on it. It's fine. Alright, let's go. So, oh, right. First, let's check this out. First, let's do the meteor. Then we're going to go to Faybreak, the ice area. The last bit of Faybreak to explore. Then, hit the flying islands. Hey there, how's it going, Drowbard? Alright, the meteor fell down. No, wait, west. The meteor fell over here. You know, while I was in Anchorage, I couldn't help myself. I had to buy another PS1 game. And I had a choice. I don't think I have one of these yet. I had options. Hold on a second. No! Ah! And I threw my one ancient super sphere at it. Wasted it. I had two choices. So they had at the game store, they had Rhapsody, a musical adventure, which is one of that handful of PS1 RPGs I don't have. Rhapsody actually has a bunch of singing in it. I've never played it, so I don't know all the details, but I know that it's aimed at a younger, more female demographic than I am. But also, well, it's also an RPG on the PS1, and it's kind of cool. I don't know, it's a game with a lot of singing in it. It's a musical adventure. It's a musical. It kind of stands out from the crowd. And on the other hand, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. The full box with all the things inside. The hardcover instruction booklet. I would have the music CD and making. I bet it has a making of CD. The first game did, and the first game had a cloth map. I think that one has a paper map, but it has some other weird stuff in it. Rhapsody was, I think it was somewhere in $65 to $80 range. Discs were in good condition. No instruction book, though. The Lunar 2 box set had a bunch of tears on the box. Wasn't in great condition. And it was about $180. But then I opened it up and saw the discs were scratched. Multiple discs scratched pretty badly. Not impossible that they could be restored, but... And I do already own Lunar 2. I was thinking I have a loose copy of it. Just the loose discs, which I could theoretically sell. The loose discs. But... yeah, no, I wasn't going to pay $180 for scratch discs, no matter how I looked at it. And what really annoyed me is the guy behind the counter looked at the box, quoted the price, and then when I opened it up and saw that the discs were scratched and the case, the little... there's this little thing that holds the disc where it's supposed to go, and one of them wasn't holding the disc anymore properly. Yeah, one of these wasn't good. And then it was still at the same price after I looked at all the things wrong with it and, you know, pointed them out as I went. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding. There's so many things that were wrong with it. So yeah, I went with Rhapsody. Not that I wouldn't really like to have a Lunar 2 full box very much, but there's no way I'm gonna pay I'm not going to pay even $100 for scratch discs. I mean, come on. If I was really desperate for the box, I bet you I could find someone on Etsy that would make one. No, it's got all the cool shit in it, though. It's a very, very rare exotic item to see in the wild. If you wanted to get one that's in perfect condition off the internet, it'd run you probably $300. Yeah. You are actually in musicals. I don't know anything about musicals, to be honest. I've seen a few. They're neat. My preferred genres, as you might not be surprised to find out, are fantasy, sci-fi, and comedy. And for some reason, nobody ever makes like an epic sci-fi musical. Like, just imagine like a space opera like Star Trek, but it's a musical. Never happens. And, you know, there's a lot of songs in Tolkien's actual books. They put a few of them in the movies. Yeah, rental stores. I remember when rental stores started putting the discs in little cases. There'd be a little case that the disc would be inside, and you'd put the whole thing in the DVD player, and it would play. Ow. Really? Alright. Alright, I'll just go all the way up to exotic then. Alright, well, we have a taste for what it's gonna be like catching stuff here. Difficult, as expected. But that's okay. You better really like the songs. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was part of a couple of choirs in my youth. Yeah. And when I was a fencer, the swing and ballroom dance club, they used the same space that we were training with our swords. So on one end, there'd be this group of people doing swing dancing, and then there's us sword fighting on the other side of the room. And something something you might not know, but if there's music playing while you're sword fighting... Oh no, you dismounted me. If there's music playing while two people are sword fighting, or a dozen people or more, they'll all find themselves fighting to the beat of the music. It's just a subconscious thing that happens. But if you step back and you sit down and you listen, you'll hear the blades tinking to the to a rhythm. Not perfectly, not 100% consistently, but it's there. And you can hear it. And that is probably a very rare bit of knowledge. I don't think that has happened to enough people to recognize that's a thing. The 90s! I'm not that ancient now. Compact discs were a good technology. Oh, hold on, there's something here. Is it you? Ah, you're the major enemy. Surprise! I'm gonna need to make more ammo. Hey, no! Don't fall down. Where are you going? Where'd he go? Down there? There it is. Take this! Alright. No, you're the wrong one. You're just a rampaging one. You're not the one I was fighting. And you knocked out my dragon. Where's the one I was fighting? God, that's annoying. Alright, it's shooting lasers too. Hey, is that the one? No, wait. Okay. This is ridiculous. Well, this is a little bit more of an interesting boss arena. Most games just put you in a circle. Okay. Come on, there you go. Ah! Where are you? Maybe it's down here? Did it fall all the way down? No, that's the stupid rampaging one. I don't care about that one.
What? Yeah.
Crap, my only flyer is down. Alright, fine. We'll reset this. We'll come back. That was annoying. Yeah. Let's put this over here. Alright, let's see. Dragon is down. I'll swap out for a Suzaku for the moment. Oh, that's almost done. Alright. Let's try this again. I'll come from this angle. Alright, let's try not to let it fall off the cliff this time. I don't want to be fighting it down on the ground in like 100 layers. Alright. So it's that one. Forgot how much Suzaku screams when you're flying. Noisy thing. Oh, don't want my Suzaku hit by that. That'd knock it out. Really reacts when I hit it in the face. Alright. There. That went smoothly. That was much better. Okay. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 things left, and then whatever I can find. Okay. Cool. So I got plenty of you. The one nice thing about this thing is, man, does it have a lot of stamina. Where the dragon needs to rest all the time. What's that? Oh, it's just one of you. This thing just keeps going and going. Pretty sure I got you. Okay. 4 out of 5. Ooh. Alright, already found 2 things. 3 things. There's lots to do here. Actually, this might be a good place to pause for a second and look around. Okay. So I see a dungeon. I see 2 of those towers with stuff in them. Start by hitting up this one. Ah, where's that coming from? I need to find that and take that down. I must destroy it. Alright. Divine Dragon's Baton. I'm in 2 different anti-air zones. That means there are 2 turrets pointing at me right now. What a pain. Where are they? Well, I'm gonna go check. Ah, no, my they clipped my wings. I'll find you. I'll find you. There's one. Before they even know what hit them. Apparently I'm not allowed to hack things while mounted. And I'll take this from you too. Because screw you guys. Okay. This way. Door's full. Well, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need those. That. Okay. It's up there. Oh, night star sand can appear in water. Human collector. Look, I understand the need to collect things, but people? I think you have to be a king before you're allowed to do that. Wow. Come on, you're not even wearing armor. You're shirtless. You should just go down if I hit you with this. Maybe I'm a little disappointed in my lightsaber. Thing off my list. Well, better go get another bird. I've taken out one of their turrets. There's one more around here somewhere. What to do about it? It's just a question of if I can... Oh, come on. It's a question of if I can locate it or not. Oh, these are done. Oh, okay, this is good. Alright. Oh, it's so close! We got Vampiric, Remarkable Craftsmanship, and Artisan. Brave is wrong, but 2 big ones, and then Artisan's the best of the gold category. Serious. This is perfect. We have one. Is it male or female? It doesn't say. We have one perfect one. Got so many. You got stuck with Brave. 2. We have 2 perfect Sekhmets. 2 perfect Sekhmets. Alright. Here we go. 75, 50, 20, and then doesn't sleep at night. Okay. The best part is this one's male. That means we're not going to be... Weirdly, they were all male. Alright, not every single, but a lot of them were. Alright. That is a huge leg up for breeding. Brave will still be in the mix, but... Okay. A perfect and an almost perfect. And... I'm going to put this one aside for later. I don't need this one. Get out of here. Of course, we'll still have to do the Anubises next. Unless I could figure out... There's got to be a way that you can breed Anubises out of Sekhmet somehow. If we just knew the right thing to mix them with. Well. Anyway, this is a perfect one. So what we need to do, I think Work Slave would be slightly better, but I mean, come on, this is good enough. So what we need to do, yeah, the Anubises are the real miners. We just need to get a handful of these. Then we need to breed the Anubises. And then everything will be perfect. Old academic traditions of students getting a French cut on the cheek, fencing cut on the cheek. Yes, actually. So, hold on a second while I take care of a couple things. Mark Twain wrote quite a bit about that, actually. They would intentionally... They would be fighting without any kind of armor, with actual sharp edges on their weapons. And then they would tear it open and pour alcohol and shit on it so the scar would be more spectacular. Yeah, that was a European thing. Within their... I want to say they're colleges. Alright, this should be extremely fast. In fact, it's already done. Oh, good. My dragon's back. Back to operational. Okay, the stupid fish, I'm gonna put you here for now. You can just have her for now, or him, whatever. Get to work. When I got them to 4 stars, it was crazy. Yeah, here's one. Here's one of the ones I made 4-star. Look at this. it's got a 40% work speed boost to Anubis flatly. And then it's got a 400% if it's also working at a workbench, workshop, or other related facilities. And you can compare that to a 0-star, 20% and 30%. I mean, yeah, the stars are nuts. Oops. Oh no. Come back. I didn't mean to do that. Get back to it. Yeah, it's completely nuts. So for mining, I don't think she's going to be very good for mining. But the Anubises will be insane for mining. Okay, so what I needed to do was... This is already done. Ah, the flame organs thing. Everything's gonna cost flame organs. It's so annoying. I'm gonna need a ton of that. How about we do generating electricity for a bit, huh? Those shouldn't be too bad. Okay. So the important thing is... Here, you can run that for a minute. We'll go over to the breeding farm. It's been so much work. I literally, the first thing I did was I started messing with Anubis and Sekhmet. The first thing I tried to breed was the two of them together. Oh man, I hate freaking Dazzy Clouds! The researchers, find ways to annoy me by requesting weird shit all the time. It's quite obnoxious, actually. I can gather their necessary resources between streams. Anyway. Now, the last thing I want to do is make sure... Let's see... Here, we just need something to load the egg machine with. I get one more perfect Sekhmet, and that's female. And then, with these new cakes, we should just instantly print a bunch of them that are perfect, and then I can switch to the Anubises. Oh, I forgot the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe it does matter? I don't know. I can't decide if it matters or not. I'm just gonna go with this. Alright, this is probably enough egg. Hey, Buster, how's it going? They're grown up and brave guys now, yeah? Yeah, Mark Twain was shocked by them, and then he, is in one of his travel books, and then he, made fun of the guys that dueled with guns a whole bunch as being big wusses. Alright, there you go. Those are now processing. One last thing to check on, then we can go finish the ice area and get to the flying islands and whatever horrors they have in store for us. Oh. Well, maybe I'll take a moment to process that. That's actually an argument, because of how hard it is to get Mamorest meat, that's actually an argument to run this one rather than this one. In fact, there's really no reason to run this one at all for me right now. So let's just do this one. Yeah, 189% seems good. Yeah. I may have to grind some more flour, though. Which again means I probably need to spend money, just like the flame organs. I have no money to spend. And I sold off tons of my unnecessary stuff earlier. So I don't have a ton of unnecessary stuff either. Yeah, shit. I need more flour. Well, I'd hate to let this spoil. Let's have a look at what we got here. Oh, okay, yeah, we've been gathering a lot of wheat. I used to be rich, wealthy, you know. I used to have so much. These are all mammoths to be processed into meat. But this one isn't. Oh, hey, an Anubis. Actually, he might be really good for combat. That might be a really good set of combat traits there. I might be able to work with that. I might be able to work with that set of traits. Anyway, I guess I'll just let these 4 meat rot. It's fine. There'll be wheat the next time. Alright, get rid of all this junk. Alright, my inventory is kind of clean-ish, I guess. I have to show my trick for fast level ups a little later. It was neat. Okay. Let's go explore. It's a student fraternity thing. Yeah, the way he described it, it was in one of his 4 travel books. So he was in Europe, and they had different, I guess you'd call them fraternities. Each one was a different color. The this corps, the that corps. They weren't supposed to talk to each other or hang out with each other or be friends with each other, stick to their own corps. So it makes it sound more like a gang than a fraternity. But anyway, they would challenge the other corps to duels constantly. And yeah, the whole idea was they'd get themselves nice and scarred up. Fascinating stuff. Definitely won't see anything like that in modern day. They'd always have a surgeon on hand just in case something went wrong and somebody got seriously injured. Okay. Alright. It's that way. One more turret to take out. And then I can explore in peace. No! Doggone it! One-shotted my dragon! Damn it! Urgh. I just gotten up here. I was going to make the dragon disappear and it got hit. Oh, you stupid things. Where are you? There it is. You stupid thing. Nothing in your cage? Honestly, I really don't like this one. Like, the other gangs had cool stuff. You'd go in and you'd find experimentation chambers with glass walls around it. You'd find, all kinds of cool stuff. These guys, these derpy idiots, they just have a hodgepodge wall, And then they have this giant high-tech turret in the middle of it for no reason. It's like, what are you? Are you primitive low-techs, or are you super high-techs? Well, you've got rocket launchers as well, so why do your walls look like... I hate them. I don't... Everything about them is wrong. And they're annoying. I'd probably give the annoying dealing with them a pass if the bases themselves were interesting and then they stayed offline when you took them down, like, I don't know, I guess it wouldn't have to be permanent, but for a really long time. And honestly, their rockets are a little bit ridiculous. Homing and one-shotting. Darn it, it died just before the ball would have hit it. Just before my sphere impacted it, the dog killed it. Alright, I need to get to... Actually, you know what I can do? I can just do this. Alright, let's go get a flying mount. We've taken out all their anti-air. The sky belongs to me now. Oh, really? I haven't seen... Yeah, I haven't heard about the metal face mask. I tried to pronounce that, but there'd be no way I could properly pronunciate it. My father could speak some German, but I never learned. I never learned it myself. Yeah, if you ever let's see. Get out of the way. Hey, how's it going, gaming? I don't recognize you. Are you a new face, or am I just failing to recognize people again? Let's see, okay, there doesn't seem to be a path that leads to that over here. There doesn't seem to be any way to get up here other than flying. Even climbing would be a massive pain. You'd think this would be where they'd hide something good. Oh, they did. Yeah. With 2 anti-aircraft turrets covering this area that you'd have to break down before you could get up here. I had a feeling there was something here. Ah. Well, I guess I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. Different world. The past is a different world, one you can never visit. I do recommend Mark Twain's travel stories for a really good window into that era. I did quite a bit of studying of the 1800s, but I think Twain's were the best. First-hand accounts. He talked about so many things. Probably the best of the four is the one where he talks about his life on the Mississippi River and stuff and traveling across America. Roughing It, that was the name. Roughing It. I think that was the best of the four. Not that Innocents Abroad was bad or anything, but yeah, it is filled with fascinating stuff. And he talks about things, just some highlights. He talks about when he was young as a Mississippi riverboat pilot, going up and down the Mississippi. And he talks about when the Army Corps of Engineers went through and defanged that river. What's this? Tunnel, cave, bloodstained tunnel. Going through, dredging out all the dangerous stuff, straightening the river, because back when he was young, the river constantly changed course all the time, and he had fascinating anecdotes. You could, with a afternoon's work and a shovel, you could get it started and literally get the river to cut through an area of sand and change course. He described how you do it. He described, because back then slavery was a thing, and the north side of the river was free and the south side was, but because the river would change course all the time, so you might be a slave on a plantation, and then the river could change course, and suddenly you're in a free state. Suddenly you're free because the river changed. Like, just all kinds of weird, fascinating things like that. In his lifetime, they weren't cruise ships, but ships, how ships worked. The amount of technological change in shipping was wild. Where he'll talk about the old ships that were around when he was younger, and then how the new ones work and what they do. Oh, we might have just hit something big. It's only an uncommon, but we just found a more powerful laser gun of the type it's been so long since I've gotten a schematic I can actually use. That might be a nice upgrade there. And an excuse to use my new discounts. Who put these cages here? Bloodstained tunnel. I've never read Uncle Tom's Cabin, no. I've read a lot of old books. Yeah, I was big into the 1800s for, I don't know, a couple decades. Starting in high school. The further you get away from the US and the further you get away from the 1800s, the fuzzier my knowledge of history becomes. I actually really want to go and make the new laser thing and see how good it is. The laser Gatling gun's always been kind of a disappointment to me. I would really like to get a more powerful variant. Okay, there's something in that circle there. Oculus Gate. Tower in sight. Oh, well look at that. You can see the tower from here. that's that spot, and that led to that tunnel that went back to the gold area. Uh-huh, yeah, that's the tunnel that goes through there. Alright. Kind of a cool place, actually. Alright, see a little spinkly over here. Let's get that, and then let's head south. You know, you don't have to constantly scream, Suzaku. Alright. I wonder how many more of those I need. I gotta be close. Okay. And I'll take this. Oh, what's this? A guy? Hello, friend. Bounties! No, I don't need to know about it. Thanks. Well... Alright, tell me about this guy. A real nut job who connects people. Started off with dollies, but then he decided I can't be satisfied unless they're real. Whenever he finds someone he likes, he yells, I want to add you to my collection. Crazy bastard, can you believe it? He's actually capturing people with pal spheres. Even his buddies are folks he caught with him. Word is he's lurking in the ship graveyard hunting for his next victim. Well, word is wrong. He's 6 feet under. That's where he is right now. You're welcome. All right. I've got a surprise for you. Sneak attacks when they're asleep do so much damage. Alright, that's 5 of 5 on those things. And another completed set. You know, I feel like the Life Monk effigy should not be giving me a capture rate bonus. That it should be the one you get from capturing 5 of a monster. Wouldn't that feel more correct? I think that would just feel like that's where it should, that bonus should come from. It would still be benefiting you to explore. That would still be how you'd be growing in that direction, just in a different way. Alright, hold on, let me catalog this. It's right there. These caves, these dungeons, they can be a real pain to find because they open and close at seemingly random. Cold-resistant hexolite armor. I'll stick to my lightweight, but we're finally finding potentially usable schematics. That makes me even more excited to get to that flying island. Oh, well. You win some, you lose some. Okay, let's see. Next target. I didn't find Splatterina yet. I'll need to find that. There's an Azure main, and there's a guy called Mimic. Duplica of the House of Mimicry? What are you doing here? You're in the wrong universe. The funny thing is, when I needed to hunt for chromium, I actually went here to this ice area first, and I couldn't find anything, any dungeons. And now I'm seeing them open everywhere. What's a fire egg doing in an ice area?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know this thing's the most powerful weapon I've ever forged, but
Yeah.
the design of the weapon just doesn't look the part. Egg. We should probably head back and unload. Is that another egg? It is. Egg. I'm almost leveling up again. All right. Can I fit another one in here? Here. Is there any way I could wedge another one in? Okay. You actually have another sight to shoot at me from? Or did you rebuild one of them? Annoying. Alright. No, it actually is a third site. There were 3 anti-aircraft sites in this region. And now there are 0. Hopefully none of them are going to rebuild quick. Alright. Got that. Stop me from flying. Oh, well. You could just kill my bird like that. Okay, well. That's okay. I'll go get the dragon again. I think I'm almost able to make that ultimate Protoss shield. Which I very, very much wish to do. Okay. gosh, too many egg. Oh, I take that back. There's no such thing as too many egg. But it is a lot. Stump and axe. Alright. Would you hold still? I'm depositing you out here for a bit. That's enough egg there. Coupled with all the stuff I'm finding in Fabric.
What? Oh.
Okay, next question. I have a brand new schematic. Okay. It's only a 10% boost. But hey, still, that's 10%. This one's already half worn out anyway. Alright, they're busy manufacturing it. Anything else I desperately need to craft? This costs 100 each. Oh wow, this one cost 500 manuscripts to make just one of them. That's insane. Flame organs, always flame organs. Here, make a little of that. I'm constantly running out of fiber optics, so it's worth doing. You guys can just keep making this stuff. I might actually have a decent amount. I'm contemplating maybe going for the tactical grenade launcher. I could make one. Then I could make the ammo. I don't know. I could do it. There's several other things I might want, though. I think I might just want to manufacture these with the solar light. I might just want to jump up to this 30 fragments each. That's rough. This hits really hard. Well, really expensive buildings. But does it look cool? It looks too much like the high-tech ones. I'll experiment with it later. Alright. I mentioned I knew a way to power level my guys. I suppose... There we go. I suppose I should demonstrate how to gain XP super rapidly. It's kind of silly, though. Alright. So... Alright, we'll put my high-level critters away for a moment. Alright. Next, let's pick some low-level guys. I don't know. What do we want to level up, maybe? Do I have anything I want to level up at the moment? There must be a bunch. Probably just some of the 2-stars, but they've all been sent off into the dungeons. Honestly, anything I'd want to level is probably in the dungeon right now. But whatever, this is just a thing, so I'll just grab some of these. Okay, so we got these 5. Some of them are as low as level 1. Alright, if I go up here, I'll tell you to grind wood into fiber. And you can see that they're leveling up in the... Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. I have to make a small adjustment so you can see what's going on. They're XP bars in the top left corner, right above me. So... when they're crafting and doing things... Oh, I think this assembly line isn't allowed to make the new PAL sphere. Yeah, it's not. So, you see they're leveling up as things are being crafted and done in the base, right? Alright, so far, so normal. Got lots of stuff crafting. You can have stuff crafting and doing stuff in all your bases. But then, I go over to this thing, and I say, what if you just refined a bunch of ingots? Now look at their XP bars. Look at what's happening. I don't have to fight, don't have to do anything, I just leave it running, smelting. And if I smelt higher tier stuff, it goes even faster. Yeah, theoretically we could have 3 Suzakus on this. I don't even have to stay in the base, I can go somewhere else. As I said, you smelt higher tier stuff and it gives more XP per ingot. So yeah, theoretically I could arrange quite a lot to all be crafting in my 3 bases all simultaneously. Oh man, I got so many egg I need to get rid of. Can I just shove more in there? I need another one of these. Let me see. I need to check. Okay, so... then I could theoretically craft all those iron ingots into something or another, and then get more XP from that. And if I did it into a material that could then be turned into another material, I could theoretically really maximize this XP thing. The game really treats research as super low priority if you don't assign somebody to the job. This is the one I really want. There you go. That'll get that research done quick. I'm just gonna go back to the year. Let's finish Faybreak. So, 2 major enemies left, and however many eggs I can steal. Small mistake. I'm still sitting on... Oh, I missed one. We'll have to do that too. I'm still holding the low-level critters I picked up. Oops. Let me just put those away. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. There we go. So, my new, more powerful laser gun. Oh, jeez, this is basically done too. Alright, fine. A tiny bit of housekeeping. Just a smidge. Alright, get rid of this. That. This. Okay. Man, how cool would it be if I could have 12 bases? Fill them all with mamma rests, gathering wood and ore. And then use... I've never made one, but there's a chest that'll be shared its contents between all your bases. Basically an ender chest. Yeah, that would be great. Alright, let's see if you guys caught something new.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a level up. No, these are all ones I've had before. Didn't get any new critter, but I did get more of this sacred tree water. Alright, there's only 1 level up left. There's only 1 level up left. And we need to figure out how to get this Palworld. See, all these level 1s, I could theoretically do that trick to them and make them more effective in here. I'll have to do that at some later date. Alright, unload. Stow it all. Okay, now, where were we?
Yeah. Yup.
Yeah, this place is just so full of eggs. So many. This really is, like, the best place to sneak into early in the game. I got so many levels when I did that. And so many interesting eggs. Weapons test. New gun. You know, a little bit. A little bit better. A smidge.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. I passed it. There should be a powerful enemy over here. Is it you? Is this guy? It's this guy. Oh, well, no wonder I didn't notice you. You look like you could be anybody. I wonder if that thing's good as a mount. It was once believed to be a thunder god. Is that so? Okay, we need to go down the road. Oh, that's what I saw. Ah! It's a lot of rampaging monsters in Faebreak. They used to be rare. They're all over the place here. Thump. It's funny how being mounted just makes you immune to fall damage. Okay. Where is it? Where is he? Was he pretending to be one of the monsters? There's somebody here. Ah!
What?
I was kind of expecting you would look like a monster. And that's why you were a mimic counterfeiter. But now you're just some merchant. Well! I think we're basically done with this area for now. I think we should go to the Flying Mountain. All those flying islands need Need an up-close examination. Alright then. Well! This is the wrong place. I need to be at this one. Now, I might decide that the place is too hot and I have to back up and I'll do some of the things I've been putting off. Okay, both of those are contaminated with bravery. We'll come back to this in a little bit. But let's see. Oh. There's one I was putting off for a long time because it was so dangerous. Let's try this thing. This island is dangerous as hell. It's where I'd go to collect Anubises and Sekhmets, but well, these scorpions are the problem. They're shockingly dangerous. Shockingly, as in they'll shoot you with electricity. It's terrible. Oh, I one-shotted you. Oops. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Darn. What I really want is an Anubis. Alright. This place seems okay at night, but I've been here during the day and it gets terrible. As you can see, lots of Sekhmets. Anubis is the hardest one to get. Although I do have that one spot where he's a boss I can always go to. Darn, no good trades. Another dud. Okay. There's a cave here somewhere, and we need to find it. This boss might be too hot to handle, I don't know. We'll have to see. How do you guys even live in this place when there's those terrible scorpions that kill you on sight? Everywhere, and no place to hide. Doesn't make sense. You don't gather up into herds for safety. vampiric, that's a good one. And now the trouble begins. Got Sirius and Vampiric. They always seem to have Earth Emperor on them. Here we go. Yeah, where it's melted through the rock somehow. Alright. Yeah. Whatever happened here? Okay. Ready! Man, those crits when they're asleep really do hit hard. This thing's supposed to be a plasma cannon, but if you told me it was a heavy taser, I wouldn't have questioned it. Alright, there we go. So the only one left is this one that I couldn't find. And whatever lies on Volcano Isle. Oh yeah, there's also this. There's one right there. Let's go there. And then... then we can check the Flying Mountain. Nice. Remarkable craftsmanship. Blaze Howl? What in the world could I use a Blaze Howl for? I've already got the Suzakus for fire. But I mean, a trait like that spawning is just begging. Shit. We're basically out of space again. Ugh, yeah, I got no use for you. Ah, space. Space issues. Only one thing to do. Start processing. This is how we resolve such issues. We turn you into mammoth burgers. I wonder what a mammoth steak would be like. Nobody has ever farmed and eaten elephants. So the meat can't be that much of a delicacy. And the mammoth is basically just an elephant but hairier, so... Alright. We're gonna need more wheat. And that's found here. Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Swinetrek. Its continuing mission. To eat all the swill stroganoff. So long as I pull this out of this food bowl here. Yoink. Food reserves are running lower. Oh wow, none of them went to do this? Huh. Alright, make 9 more. That'll be good. Deposit whatever. Okay. Oh, what are you two doing there? That's fine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Very important, I always have these 3 equipped when I'm picking up eggs. I forget to a lot. Oh. Never mind, I guess.
What? Oh.
I see. Stump and axe ready. Well, I suppose I could put one of those down. Okay, that would be under this. And this silly little thing next to the toolbox will give us a very slight bonus. We did not find we didn't find another perfect Sekhmet. I guess that means I'm gonna put you back in. Go ahead, try again. Okay. Oh, am I sitting on 4 of those? Oh shit, let's deposit those. Don't want those to go bad. Alright, let's go explore the new territory. The semi-final frontier. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go. I might seriously have to finally buckle down and make a really good mod. I've just been kind of skating by on whatever for a long time, but well, we'll see. Okay. That's clearly a wall and some homes. Some people live here. Lots of solarite, but I don't have a shortage of that at the moment. I'm not really spec'd out to collect large amounts of it. Oh, darn. It did. Let's try gentler. I was not gentle enough. Is it just me, or does this place have a little bit of a Chinese feel to it? Alright. One more. Alright. Well, let's check out this little city over here. Bamboo. Any treasure chest I see. One ancient sphere for free. There's structures, but no people. Where are the people? How are there people living up here? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Have I? Maybe I have. See, that's the crossover we need. Blight Town in Palworld. Yeah, haven't been seeing a lot of Enterprise lately. Perhaps I was gone too long, and he forgot about me. Alright, this douses me in these pollen. I have no idea why. They're all over the place, these flowers that will dose you in pollen, and I've not a clue what it's for. Alright, gently. That was not very gentle. That was worth a lot of XP. You know what? This place isn't so bad. Look at the size of this cherry tree. Still got dark fragments like Fabric. Ah! Alright, got 5 of 5 on that. Oh, hello. Okay, the stuff here definitely bites back. Alright. Oh no. Yoink. They sure are persistent, aren't they? Okay. Well now. All these bridges and everything have to be maintained. Where are the people? How do you even build a bridge like that? You have to get to the other side and, like... Seriously, how do you do that? I suppose they could capture a flying type, but there's surprisingly not a ton of flying types here. Alright, this is not nearly as hostile as I thought. Ah, well, Wings has to go to work. He only overlapped with the first hour of the streams, and now I'm streaming an hour later this year. We're not going to see as much of him. What is this? What is this? Is this a fast travel network? You guys had all the coolest shit up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, put me here. I see. And if I step back, does it take me to another or the same? Okay. Alright, well. Portals. You know, in Heroes 3, those always annoy me. Because it's like, oh no, somebody can attack me from some weird angle now. They can send troops into my terrain from somewhere else. Okay, not always annoy me, but so many times I've had inconvenient portal locations, making my life more difficult. Maybe it's not humans. Maybe it's some of the creatures living here that make these homes. Did you build that pagoda? I think it must be. I think there aren't people here, hardly.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I was mostly... It was cutting into my sleep, but I did it all last year because I really didn't want to lose that overlap with Wings. But yeah, I need more sleep. I need more sleep in my life. Uh-oh, are we having internet issues? It looks like we're still good. But we could... Oh, what is this? Are we having internet hiccups? How bad is it? Oh, he's hostile. This is gonna be a fire type. I think I'm still alive, but I think it's running very badly. Focus its mind to read the future through flames. Should it glimpse an inconvenient destiny, it relentlessly re-rolls the prophecy until it gets a favorable result. Oh, okay. Well, we have a new critter. So, YouTube is going crazy and telling me the stream is dead, but my test stream on my phone is still going. Like, it stutters a little, but it looks like it's just fine. I mean, other than the stuttering, which isn't fine, but... So, I don't know. Oh, look, another teleport spot. And that makes me think of Gaia's Navel from Secret of Mana. That's beautiful. Okay. Drag.